Hi, Assalamualaikum. Today we are going to present DCC30093 Geotechnical Engineering. Title Case Study. Lecturer name Puan Nadirah binti Nur Zealand. Okay, meet our team. My name is Siti Normazia binti Muhammad Sayuti, metric number 16DKA21F1009. Number 2, Muhammad Nur Zuhairi bin Zulmajdi, metric number 16DKA21F1003. Number 3, Nur Akilah binti Syamsul Kamar, metric number 16DKA21F1010. Lastly, Nur Aina Najwa binti Muhammad Razi, metric number 16DKA21F1018.
Introduction. The state of Selangor, also known as Selangor Darul Ehsan, is one of the 13 states that make up Malaysia. It is located in the middle of Peninsula Malaysia on the west coast and surround the federal territory of Kuala Lumpur and Putrajaya. This state is also bordered by the state of Perak in the north, Pahang in the east, Negeri Sembilan in the south, and Malacca Strait in the west. Taman Bukit Permai is a residential park located in the town of Kajang in the Klang Valley. Taman Bukit Permai has 6 rows of terrace house and a block of flats known as Block RPS, Low Income House. Permai Hill Park risks hilly areas that are not suitable for cycling activities and landslide caused by the construction of bungalow house. Recently, a landslide incident at Taman Bukit Permai 2 Ampang near here on 11 March 2022 claimed 4 lives and caused 1 person to be slightly injured in addition to witness 15 house and 10 vehicles being affected. Earlier, residents in the residential area were shaken by loud bangs caused by landslide that occurred twice during the heavy rain yesterday afternoon, and the moments of the incident were also recorded by members of the public.
Next, I will explain about data gathering. According to the auditors, the area is not included in the list of more than 150 slopes classified as high risk of collapse in Selangor after the recent heavy flood. However, the expert on landside from the terraceland Zainal Abidin, the factor of rain erosion and soil erosion for sloping areas are very critical even if there are slopes that only have cover of trees and grass. In addition, Dr. Roslan Zainal Abidin, who is also the former director of the National Landside Research Centre of University Technology Mara, from 2001 to 2010, said that the continuous rain for 3 days will definitely weaken the soil to move. According to Roslan, daily rainfall exceeding 20 mm followed by continuous rain for more than 3 days in a row, even though there is no logging work or development project work, will definitely occur landslides.
Purpose prevention and remedial measure for a landslide. Number 1, build a retaining wall at the base of the slope to protect your home. If you live in landslide prone area or at the base of hill, then this is your best chance to protection. Build a heavy brick retaining wall along the base of the slope. Extend it for the entire length of your property for best protection. This can prevent landslide or divert the flow away from your home. Number 2, plant trees and shrub on hill to keep the soil packed and protect. Vegetation protect the soil from erosion and prevent landslide. If the slope on your property are base, try planting some plant with thick or deep root system. Good choice are trees, shrub and tall grasses. Number 3, geogrid. Geogrid are material for erosion control that ensure the soil capacity to grow plant, reducing the damage caused by heavy rain and wind in slope and embankment. They are two-dimensional structure made by polymer to supplement soil stress. The best application is in soft soil such as sand or clay.
Yes, I will explain about soil bearing capacity test. First, digging a shallow hole to examine the soil strata. A new soil study is necessary. Therefore, a shallow test hole need to be dug and inspection carried out the Taman Bukit Permai 2 area. 2. Drilling movement angle is used together with the Macintosh program to find out about the soil in Taman Bukit Permai 2. It can also record the groundwater level in the area of the construction site. 3. Program Macintosh test. The test tool used to obtain the value of the soil bearing capacity, which is the strength of the soil to bear the load. The result of this test will give a raw idea of the strength of the soil layer. 4. Mechanical drill. Gurmit is used for soil whose holes do not need support and are always dry like clay. The power required to rotate the auger depends on the type and size of the auger itself as well as the type of soil to be extracted.
Now I will explain about slope stability. Slope stability is the geotechnical analysis of a soil-covered hill slope and its potential to undergo mass wasting. Slope stability is based on the interplay between two types of force. First is shearing resistant force. Second is disturbing force. Disturbing force promote down slope movement of material. Shearing resistant force deter movement. When disturbing force overcomes resistance force, the slope is unstable and result in mass wasting. The main disturbing force in most land movement is gravity. The main shearing resistant force in the material's shear strength. Next is topography and geological condition. The site is located on high ground with a reduced level between RL 210 meter to 330 meter. Based on a draft geological map interpreted by the Department of Minerals and Geoscience, Asia 1974. The site is underlain by shale facies. The facies consist of mudstone and siltstone. In general, the site was dry and no water seepage was observed. The geological mapping revealed that the joint sets mapped at the slope surface will look so dry. Causes of the failure. First is limit equilibrium method. Slope stability analysis using Bishop method is performed using the established subsoil profile and shear strength parameters from the surface investigation. The result of the analysis indicate that the global factor of safety or FOS is marginally higher than 1.0 even when all the soil nails were completely installed at the lower 5 berms. In addition, the force for local stability for IV is 1H uppercut slope is also marginally more than 1.0. Second is finite element method. What is finite element method? In addition to the limit equilibrium and finite element analysis, using the Mohr-Coulomb strength criteria and elastoplastic model were carried out to simulate. Models were also carried out to simulate the slope cutting at various stages and to reveal the likely failure mechanism. From the modeling of each excavation stage, it is apparent that the development of plastic point within the soil body indicates mobilization of peak strength in the soil element. When the cutting is in progress, the plastic point gradually develop and propagate to the lower areas. Eventually, a well-defined shear surface is formed when the excavation reach the lower berm. This demonstrates the case of a progressive failure.
Triggering mechanism and reason of failure. Reason of failure, number 1, water and drainage. Number 2, steepness of the slope. Number 3, joint and fractures.
So lastly, for the conclusion is, in conclusion, to make a slope, it is required from people with more experience so that the event of land collapse can be avoided. In addition to that, the weather also became the main factor of land collapses because the prolonged rain caused the grass at the foot of the hill to not be able to absorb the water fully. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for watching.